Hi, welcome back to the Woodshop Nerdery. In this video, I convert my Shopsmith Mark V into a shop deputy. What's a shop deputy, you ask? Well, stick around and find out. To get the project started, I need to cut down some lumber to make the base of the shop deputy. I went ahead and glued those plywood panels together to make one thick slab, and that'll make a great base for the shop deputy. Sadly, my next step is to tear down the Shopsmith Mark V for the last time. It's been a great machine, but I'm looking forward to giving it new life as the shop deputy. The plans that come with the kit come with two 26-inch long way tubes. I'm going to cut down my existing bench tube, which is 52 3/4 inch long, and it's an 1 3/4 diameter. And I'll just cut it in half, and that'll give me two 26 3/8 inch long way tubes. You can see this one's very tarnished. So I'm going to start cleaning this up with a green Scotch-Brite pad and some Simple Green. Then maybe move on to some household metal polish. And if I'm really feeling it, I may move on to this polishing kit. Okay, I've spent about an hour polishing up this one here on the right, and it did look just like this one on the left a few minutes ago, and I'm ready to move on to the next step. After some consideration, I've made a decision to deviate from the plans a little bit. The Shopsmith Mark V comes with a base mount and a headrest. Both make a connection to the bench tubes and way tubes. The base mount is the one that tilts. I happen to end up with an extra set of the headrest and base mount, and I've been using the headrest as a storage stand for my jointer. Shopsmith does make these specialty storage stands, and I like to use these for my belt sander and my bandsaw, but I don't think they work particularly well for the jointer. I just don't think there's enough clearance for the dust chute. And I also have a need to store my jigsaw on one of these, but I don't happen to have enough of these to accommodate it. However, the base mount doesn't make a very good storage solution for obvious reasons. So what I could do is build my shop deputy out of two base mounts and then use the two headrests as storage. And I think that's what I'm going to try. Okay, I have all my parts prepared and I'm ready to assemble. I have done a little bit of dry fitting, so I think it's going to go okay, but I may have to bring in the heat gun. Okay, this is my plan. I'm going to, while using it, keep the shop deputy on this Ketter workbench. I'm getting really close here. My next step is to get my special purpose power tools up here and get them aligned with the shafts. Okay, so I've got the bandsaw set up on the shop deputy and I've got the shafts aligned properly. But I think anyone with eyeballs can tell that it's too tall. So this Ketter stand is not going to work. So I've set up my folding sawhorses, which are about 4.5 to 5 inches lower. These are about 25.5 inches tall. I think I really want them to be between 21 and 23 inches tall. So I'll still be looking for a permanent solution, but at least for now I can get things a little lower. Okay, as you can see, I've got it down here on the sawhorses. The table saw is a little bit lower. I'd like it to be about there. So I need to find a base that's maybe 3 inches shorter than the 25.5. But this is workable. I can work with this. I did luck out when installing the table. It was already square to the disc, but if it weren't, I would need to, per the instructions, level this table with the disc. Well, I have an update. I've chopped down one of my Ketter workbenches to get it at the height that I'd like to have it. You can see it compared to the one next to it, it's about 6 inches or 8 inches shorter. So that's going to put that bandsaw about where I want it. And I've put it on one of these HTC tool stands so I can actually move this around the garage. Yet when it comes time to pull the cars in the garage, I can still fold all this down and store it away. Well, I'm very happy with how the shop deputy turned out. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. And I'll be able to keep that extra headstock around as a backup for my Shopsmith Mark VII. Well, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.